Dear students, today we'll read the second chapter of 11th class from the book Hornbill, and the title is We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together by Gordon Cook and Alan East। बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल लेसन है ये। और इस लेसन में जो राइटर है हमें क्रेज़ के बारे में बताता है, साहस के बारे में बताता है। यहाँ पर कुछ जो है कुछ टिपिकल वर्ड्स दिए गए हैं, तो हम इनको करेंगे। होनिंग आ सी फेयरिंग स्किल्स, यहाँ पर होता है कि लर्निंग हाउ टू सर्फ ऑन द ओशन। तो यहाँ पर जैसे इमरजेंसी में अगर मान लो कुछ जो स्टेप्स लेने हो तो स्टेप्स कौन से स्टेप लेने हैं, यानी कि जो सी वॉयज़ के दौरान जो स्किल चाहिए उनको तैयार करना, अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करना। तो सी होनिंग आ सी फेयरिंग स्किल्स है यहाँ पर। ओमिनियस साइलेंस, ऐसी साइलेंस जो हर जगह हो। तो ओमिनियस साइलेंस का मतलब साइलेंस एट लार्ज स्केल इज़ नोन एज ओमिनियस। मेडे कॉल्स मीन्स इमरजेंसी कॉल्स। पिन प्रिक्स इन द वास्ट ओशन, यानी कि वेरी स्मॉल इन द लार्ज ओशन। अ टोसल हेड मीन्स swollen head. If we happen to bang in wall a head, then what happens? There would be a bump on head, and that would be known as swollen head. तो यहाँ पर देखिए हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं चैप्टर को। In July 1976, my wife Mary, son Jonathan, 6, daughter Suzanne, 7, and I set sail from Plymouth, England, to duplicate the round-the-world voyage made 200 years earlier by Captain James Cook. The writer, along with his wife, और उसका जो सन था उसका नाम था जोनाथन, जो 6 years old था। डॉटर सुजैन थी जिसको 7 years old थी। उनके साथ में इंग्लैंड के प्लाईमाउथ से अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट करता है, अपनी जो नाव के अंदर, अपनी बोट के अंदर अपनी जर्नी को स्टार्ट करता है। सेट सेल का मतलब होता है टू स्टार्ट द जर्नी। टू डुप्लीकेट द राउंड द वर्ल्ड वॉयज मेड 200 years अर्लियर बाई कैप्टन जेम्स कुक। अपनी जो जर्नी स्टार्ट की किस लिए की? जो वर्ल्ड वॉयज थी जो कि 200 years पहले कैप्टन जेम्स कुक के द्वारा जो वर्ल्ड टूर किया गया था उसी को रिपीट करने के लिए, डुप्लीकेट का मतलब उसी को दोहराने के लिए उन्होंने अपनी जर्नी को स्टार्ट किया। For the longest time, Mary and I, a 37-year-old businessman, had dreamt of sailing in the wake of the famous explorer, and for the past 16 years, we had spent all our leisure time honing our seafaring skills in British waters. So the writer tells us that the writer was a 37-year-old businessman, and along with his wife, they had dreamt, mean to say they had decided to go on the world tour in the wake of the famous explorer James Cook. And for the last 16 years, they had spent their free time preparing themselves for the sea journey in British waters. A boatway Walker, a 23-meter, 30-ton wooden hull beauty, had been professionally built, and we had spent months fitting it out and testing it in the roughest weather we could find. Meant to say, after making their boat, the writer had built his boat, and it was given a name, Wave Walker. It was 23 meters in length and 30-ton wooden hull. 30 ton was the weight of the boat. It was built professionally, and they had spent a lot of time, means months they had spent fitting it out and testing against the roughest weather they could find. The first leg of a planned 3-year 105,000 kilometers journey passed pleasantly as we sailed down the west coast of Africa to Cape Town. And the first leg of their journey was successfully completed by them, and we sailed down, and sail down means होता है अफ्रीका टू कैप टाउन। जो उनकी जर्नी थी वहाँ पर अफ्रीका टू कैप टाउन, वहाँ पर जो उनकी 1,05,000 किलोमीटर्स जो लंबी जर्नी थी उनका, ये वहाँ पर पूरी होती है वहाँ पर जर्नी। द फर्स्ट लेग ऑफ आवर प्लान 3 ईयर, जो 3 साल की जो उनकी प्लान जो जर्नी थी उसकी जो टोटल डिस्टेंस थी 1,05,000 किलोमीटर थी। और ये पास प्लेजेंटली, बहुत ही खुशी खुशी बीत जाती है, स्पेंड करते हैं फर्स्ट लेग ऑफ दिस जर्नी। और वहाँ पर ये अफ्रीका टू केप टाउन, वहाँ पर जाते समय पश्चिम की तरफ जो किनारा था, कोस्ट जो था, वहाँ पर वो जो है रुक जाते हैं। There, before heading east, we took on two crewmen, American Larry Wiesel and Swiss Herb Sizzler, to help us tackle one of the world's roughest seas, the southern Indian Ocean. And before starting their second phase of journey, they took two crewmen along with them, and their names were American Larry Wiesel and Swiss Herb Sizzler. Why? Because they needed someone to tackle the world's roughest seas, the southern Indian Ocean. According to the writer, the southern Indian Ocean was the world's roughest ocean, and that's why he took American Larry Wiesel and Swiss Herb Sizzler as crewmen, and he needed their help. On our second day out of Cape Town, we began to encounter strong gales. For the next few weeks, they blew continuously. Gales did not worry me, but the size of the waves was alarming, up to 15 meters as high as a mainmast. Mean to say, second day, when they started their journey from Cape Town, that was the second phase of their journey, and there were strong gales. Gales means storm. Strong gales, strong wind was blowing, and for the next few weeks, continuously the wind was blowing, strong wind was blowing, and the wind did not worry the writer, the narrator, but the size of the waves was really alarming. Alarming means threatening, and the size of the waves was 15 meters, as high as the main mast of the wave walker. Main mast means a vertical boom, vertical wooden structure that keeps the ship going along with the pall. December 25 found us 3,500 kilometers east of Cape Town, and despite atrocious means violent weather, we had a wonderful holiday complete with a Christmas tree. New Year's Day saw no improvement in the weather, but we reasoned that it had to change soon, and it did change for the worse. By December 25, they were towards the east of Cape Town, 3,500 kilometers away from Cape Town, and the weather was very violent, atrocious, but still they had completed their journey. I mean to say, still they were heading towards their destination, and we had a wonderful holiday complete with a Christmas tree, and they celebrated Christmas over there. New Year Day saw no improvement in the weather, but we reasoned. Mean to say, when the New Year came, then they had thought that there would be some improvement in the weather, and they used their logics. They were talking about that, and definitely it changed, but it changed for the worse. Mean to say, उन्होंने सोचा था कि ये मौसम बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा, लेकिन उसके बावजूद ये मौसम और भी ज़्यादा ख़राब हो गया. At dawn on January 2nd, the waves were gigantic. We were sailing with only a small storm zip and were still making 8 knots. As the ship rose to the top of each wave, we could see endless, enormous seas rolling towards us. On the dawn of 2nd January, when the 2nd January came, the sea waves became larger than the ever, and then the previous one. Now the size of the waves were really Gigantic means very vast, very large, very huge. And still they were sailing with a small storm ship. Mean to say, when there is atrocious weather and there are huge waves on the sea, then most of the time storm ships are used, and their speed was only 8 knots per hour. As the ship rose to the top of each wave, and along with the waves, the ship was moving towards the destination, and with each wave, they could see the large ocean rolling towards them, and the wind was screaming, and spray was painful to the ears, and the splash, the spray, the sprinkling of water was really very painful. The way the wind was blowing was really very threatening. To slow the boat down, we dropped the storm ship and lashed a heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stern. और अब स्टॉर्म जिप्स को उन्होंने डाउन कर दिया, हटा दिया वहाँ से, डाउन कर दिया उसको, उसकी बोट की स्पीड को और भी कम करने के लिए। हैवी मूरिंग का मतलब उन्होंने और भी ज़्यादा जो स्ट्रॉन्ग जो रोप थी उसको बांध दिया, जो शिप का जो आगे का जो हिस्सा था उसके साथ में अच्छे से मजबूती के साथ बांध दिया, स्टर्न के साथ में। देन वी डबल्ड लेस्ट एवरीथिंग, इसके बाद में उन्होंने हर चीज़ को जो वहाँ पर जो थी उनको रस्से से डबल कर दिया। वेंट थ्रू आवर लाइफ रैफ्ट ड्रिल्स, नाउ द राइटर रियलाइज द इमरजेंसी, एंड दैट्स वाई दे रिपीटेड देयर life raft drill. Mean to say, they prepared themselves to deal with the difficult time. Attached lifelines, donned oilskins, life jackets, दोनों लाइफ जैकेट्स को पहन लिया। डन्ड ऑयल स्किन्स का मतलब जो है ऑयली जो क्लोथ्स थे उनके, यानी कि एक प्रकार के विशेष प्रकार के जो कपड़े होते हैं जो कि ओशन में अगर आप कभी स्ट्रैंडेड होते हैं, कभी भटक जाते हैं तो वो पहनने पड़ते हैं, क्योंकि आपको पता ओशन का जो वाटर होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा सॉल्टी होता है, तो उससे बचने के लिए ऑयल स्किन्स को पहना जाता है। तो उन्होंने वो उस प्रकार के जो एप्रन्स थे जो ऑयल स्किन्स वाले जो उन्होंने पहन लिए। एंड वेटेड, और वेट करने लगे। इट मीन्स द राइटर अलॉन्ग विद हिज फैमिली मेम्बर्स एंड द क्रू मैन, दे वर फुली रेडी टू फेस the atrocious weather. The first indication of impending disaster came at about 6 p.m. with an ominous silence. So about 6 p.m. there was ominous silence, mean to say there was no sound at all, and it was an indication of the coming danger. The wind dropped and the sky immediately grew dark. Then came a growing roar, and an enormous cloud towered aft of the ship. Suddenly the wind dropped, mean to say the wind was not blowing. Suddenly the sky became black with clouds, and now the writer became afraid and he was frightened, and suddenly then came a growing roar. Then there was साउंड ग्रोइंग रॉर, जो एनॉर्मस जो क्लाउड्स थे वो उसे दिखाई देते हैं आसमान में, स्काई में, जो शिप के ठीक ऊपर दिखाई दे रहे थे। बट दोज वर नॉट क्लाउड्स, दोज वर वाटर, दोज वर द वेव्स। विद हॉरर आई रियलाइज दैट इट वॉज नॉट ए क्लाउड बट अ वेव लाइक नो अदर आई हैड एवर सीन। तब उसने रियलाइज़ किया कि क्लाउड नहीं थे, एक ऐसी वेव थी जो उसने पहले कभी नहीं देखी थी। It appeared perfectly vertical and almost twice the height of the other waves with a frightful breaking crest. अब हमें यहाँ पर we come to know that this time the writer says the height of the waves was twice. Earlier it was 15 meters, but now it was of 30 meters high, and with a frightening breaking crest. Crest is the top of the wave. वो बिल्कुल पानी जो है उनके ऊपर जो वेव्स थी वो इतनी ऊंची थी। अब नाउ इट वाज कमिंग डाउन The roar increased with thunder as the stern moved up the face of the wave, and for a moment I thought we might ride over it, but then a tremendous explosion shook the deck. Because of that huge wave, जो इतनी बड़ी जो लहर आई थी पानी की जो चल कर के आई थी, उसके बाद में एक ज़ोरदार जो है थंडर होती है, वहाँ पर साउंड होती है। और राइट ने सोचा था कि उस वेव के ऊपर जो है शिप किसी न किसी तरीके से आगे बढ़ेगा, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ। और वहाँ पर एक ज़ोरदार धमाका होता है, एक्सप्लोजन होता है। ट्रिमेंडस का मतलब वेरी ग्रेट एक्सप्लोजन शुक द डेक। डेक इज़ द टॉप ऑफ द शिप का जो फ्लोर था वो हिल जाता है। अ टोरेंट ऑफ ग्रीन एंड वाइट वाटर ब्रोक ओवर द शिप. My head smashed into the wheel and I was aware of flying overboard and sinking below the waves. I accepted my approaching death, and as I was losing consciousness, I felt quite peaceful. Now there was splash, there was torrent means a gush of water, a sudden gush of water. जो एक तेज़ बहाव आता है पानी का, जो ग्रीन था, वाइट वाटर था, जो शिप के ऊपर एकदम से टूट पड़ता है पानी। और जो राइटर है उसका हेड जो है वो बोट का जो व्हील होता है, जो स्टीयरिंग होता है, उसके साथ टकराता है, स्मैश करता है उसके साथ। और he was just flying overboard and sinking below the waves. He found himself beneath the waves, and he saw his approaching death. एंड एज आई वॉज लूज इन कॉन्शियस, जब वो बेहोश हो रहा था तो उसे काफ़ी सुकून मिल रहा था उस समय, बिकॉज देर वॉज नो वरी एट ऑल एट द टाइम व्हेन somebody becomes unconscious, that we are not aware of what is going on around us. So in the same way he was also feeling at that time. So in this way we come to know how the atrocious weather affected the wave walker, and how the writer reacted to that moment. So far this is the first part, and rest of the part will be covered in second video. I hope you are getting my point, and your suggestions will be accepted wholeheartedly. Please send your feedback and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and thank you so much.